Chapter 153, The Accident Before the Battle Begins 3. Yes, why? Zhu nodded. Little Tui, why don't you bring us into the inner area to watch the battle? There are many people watching today's actual combat exchange. There are also many people outside the school, not to mention those in the school. The students of our school are basically all in the central and outer regions. That's too far away. Even if we bring binoculars, we won't be able to see the entire scene clearly, Gong Ling said. Zhu was startled. Only then did he realize where the breakfast of love from these two beauties had come from. So that was the reason. It wasn't because. Zhu immediately felt that the bun in his hand was no longer fragrant. Can I bring others into the inner court? Zhu was a little puzzled. Of course, in theory, every senior who participates in the actual combat competition can bring along a temporary assistant or emergency assistant. Look, didn't those seniors bring them along? Gong Ling whispered. They all brought one. Can I even bring two? Zhu was stunned. The school should be very lax in this aspect. If someone asks, just say that you are bringing a friend's family member or something. Gong Ling's gaze was a little evasive. It seemed like she didn't know much either. Okay, I'll try. Gong Ling was instantly delighted when she received an affirmative answer. She hugged Zhu's arm with a joyful expression. Little Tui, you're the best. Zhu suddenly felt a little strange. Sasaft, see elastic, kinking, it's done. Gong Ling, who had big breasts, did not notice anything. She turned around and reported the good news to Zhuo kinking. At the side, Chai Zhao was stunned again. Zhu felt a sense of loss. A beautiful feeling was always short-lived. Zhu, this is the information of the candidates for the actual combat exchange. Reported by the visiting group from the India sector. We have summarized their weaknesses and strengths. Kuishi suddenly called Zhu over. You were selected at the last minute yesterday. I knew that you had exhausted your mind power yesterday, so I didn't call you for research. That's why I gave you the information now. Take a closer look at the others. What you need to pay special attention to is Azari from the mystery branch of the New India Genetic Evolution College. This is because you are the second person to deal with Azari. I will also send you his video information. Think about your battle plan with him later. It starts at 9:30. You still have an hour and a half, Kuishi said. All right, thank you. Zhu had been worried about this before. He did not expect Kuishi and the others to have done their homework ahead of time. It was good that he could pick up what was ready-made. Time passed quickly. An hour passed quickly. Zhu had not only finished reading all the information, but he also had a few battle plans for dealing with Azari. Suddenly, the students gathered at the combat center on the first floor stood up. Little Tui, quick, the principal is here. Gong Ling, who had been quietly staying by Zhu's side, saw the principal, Wen Xinglin, walking over. Her eyes were filled with stars. This was the first time she had seen Wen Xinglin, the principal of the Wuxia Genetic Evolution College, up close. It seems that all the students have arrived early. I came to see you. I also have some bad news to tell you. The principal, Wen Xinglin, had black hair and was very energetic. He was very amiable in front of the students. Following Principal Wen Xinglin's signal, the Dean of Academic Affairs, Yan Chen, stepped forward and said, 20 minutes ago, we received an emergency notice from the India Sector's exchange and visitation team. 2 of their actual combat exchange personnel had a stomachache last night and are in a bad state today. They needed to replace 2 people at the last minute. The 2 people who had been replaced were the 2 weakest people in the combat exchange. The problem is that we don't have any other information to give to you guys other than their names. Our intelligence personnel in the India sector have already begun to search for information on these 2 people, but there are no results yet. Yan Chen's words stunned all the students present. In that case, our battle strategy and selection arrangements will be completely disrupted. Kuishi's words made all the students present turn serious.